Alright, so it's the 29th of December and we are at Motus Strength in Fulham, and this is where I take my weekly classes. So I do a calisthenics class here every Thursday, hour-and-a-half session, and to me it's one of the best gyms in London. It's perfect setup. We've got bars in here, dip bars, pull-up bars, rings, ropes, everything you need for calisthenics, so it's ideal setup. And so yeah, we just do over a month out to the Guinness World Record attempts, and I'm training twice a week now. So for the first session of the week I'm doing heavy weighted pull-ups of around 40 or 50 kg, and what I do is around 4 or 5 reps, drop the weight and then go straight into the rings for again around 8 reps, and I'll do 5 sets of this. And then the second training day, which is today, what I'm going to be doing is close to maximum muscle ups, so I'm going to be aiming for around 10 or 11 muscle ups, thinking that my maximum on the day is going to be around 13, 14, and then every 10 seconds I'll do another muscle up for 10 reps. So every 10 seconds, 1 rep. So ideally looking to do 5 sets of this, and each set will be 20 reps. So very high volume today. Okay, so ring and bar muscle ups, I get asked this question a lot when I'm doing my workshops. Which is easier, the bar muscle up or the ring muscle up? And from my opinion on this, I think that usually the ring muscle up is easier than the bar muscle up for your first rep or your second rep. You know, it's easier to learn the ring muscle up, providing you can hold a false grip, than it is to learn the bar muscle up. Reason being, as you do the transition, on the bar, you have a bar to contend with. When you're on the rings, you've got nothing to contend with. Okay, so usually you will get your first ring muscle up before your first bar muscle up. Strict, not kip. Alright, but over time, as you get better and you get stronger on both the rings and the bar, what will normally happen, or in my case, this is what's happened, I can do more consecutive bar muscle ups than I can ring muscle ups. On the bar, my maximum in the past has been around 20 to 21 reps consecutive, and on the rings, I've only ever been able to hit around 12, 13 before I'm totally blown out. And the reason for this is because with the bar muscle up, what we do, we use the pendulum swing. So when I'm on the bar, I always swing out a little bit and then go up. As I get to the end of the pendulum, I go up to the top of the muscle up. As I come back down, we swing out. The lats are fully extended, okay, so this is like, your lats are like rubber. And then as we come to the end, fire again to the top of the muscle up. We can come back down, extend. This is all extended, and we fire again to the top. When we're on the rings, every rep, we come down and we're in a dead stop position. Okay, we can't use the pendulum. So over time, this gets harder, and it makes the muscle up harder. Okay, so like I was explaining, the reason why the bar muscle up becomes easier than the ring muscle up is because we're using the pendulum swing. So as I swing forward, just before I start to swing back, that's when I'm going to pull and do the muscle up, okay? And then once I come back down, again, I want to go onto the pendulum swing, and as I swing out, my lats become elasticated at the bottom. Imagine pulling a rubber band like this, okay? So at the bottom of the muscle up, my lats are like this. And just before I pull again, it will become unelasticated, and I'll go to the top of the muscle up, okay? If I stay at the bottom, and I go to a dead stop, then obviously I'll lose the tension through the lats, and I'll just go to a dead stop. So it'll be harder for me to get to the top of the muscle. But if we can keep using the pendulum effect, then it's easier in the rings. So the end of the pendulum for me is there, top of the muscle. As I come back down, pendulum, stop. My lats are elasticated. Yeah? So the difference with the ring muscle up to the bar muscle up is now, when we're at the bottom of the ring muscle up, we're in a complete dead stop position, okay? We lose the tension through the lats, we lose the elastication through the lats. As we come to the bottom, we're fully relaxed, and we need to be able to do a muscle up from a relaxed position, rather than extended lats, okay? So if I do a couple of reps, as I come back down, I'm in this dead stop, okay? No swing. So each time, pulling from a dead stop, the elastication in my lats has gone. So over time, it gets harder on the ring than it does on the bar.